Okay, so Srila Narottam Das Thakur is the first Acharya that we will discuss today. Srila Narottam Das Thakur was actually, he was a brahmachari for his entire life. Narottam Das, when he was even very young, he was on the highest platform of devotional achievement. And in Krishna Leela, Narottam Das Thakur is Sri Champaka Manjari, and who is eternally assisting Srila Rupa Goswami in her services to Srimati Radharani. And it is said that according to Prem Vilas, when Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu was passing through Kanai Nakshala, he started dancing ecstatically. And when Lord Nityananda asked him, why are you dancing so much and why are you so much in ecstasy? At that time, Lord Nityananda, Lord Gauranga said something very, very special. And he was actually, Lord Gauranga was calling out the name, Narottam, Narottam, Narottam. And Mahaprabhu was just raising his arms. And just Nitai was shocked. Why? Why are you doing like this, Mahaprabhu?
And so Mahaprabhu replied, my dear Nitai, I wish to keep the divine love for Krishna from my heart, right here in the Padmavati river, for Srila Narottam Das. And then Mahaprabhu went on to the Padmavati river, where he bathed and he sang and he danced in ecstasy. And then he called out to the river, "Oh Padmavati, take my love and keep it here. When Narottam comes and bathes here, give it to him." Srimati Ganga Devi, Padmavati, inquired, "How will I recognize him?" And Mahaprabhu answered that, "You will know it is Narottam, for when he enters your waters, you will overflow." That's when you know this is Narottam. So when Narottam was 12 years old, he had a dream in which Nityananda Prabhu told him to bathe in the Padmavati and take the prema which had been stored there for him. And then he went the next day to the Padma river. And as soon as he put his foot in the water, the river started to overflow. And then Padmavati remembered Mahaprabhu's words and gave Narottam the prayer, the prema, which she had been safeguarding for him. And after receiving this prema from Padmavati river, Narottam Das Thakur then came to Sri Vrajadham, and while in Vrindavan, seeing the renunciation of Srila Lokanath Goswami, Narottam wanted to receive initiation from him. And Lokanath Goswami, out of his own humility, he had vowed that he's not going to take any disciples. But Narottam's desire to receive Lokanath's mercy was so great that, Narottam begged, please make me your disciple. But still, Lokanath Goswami would not agree. So Narottam Thakur also made a vow that I will definitely take initiation only from Lokanath Goswami and from nobody else. So he did some very amazing service to Srila Lokanath Goswami. In fact, Narottam Das' desire to receive Lokanath Goswami's mercy was so great that unbeknownst to anyone, he would go in the middle of the night, every night, to clean the place where Srila Lokanath Goswami would answer nature's call. And he did that as a regular service without Lokanath Goswami even knowing about. And Lokanath Goswami, he would become astonished the next day when he would come. He would see the place is kept clean. Who did this? And then when this started happening every day, he became curious to find out who it was that cleans the place, keeps the kamandalu ready, keeps everything ready so that I can quickly answer nature's call and go
for my bathing duties. One evening, he hid in the jungle and he was chanting japa the entire night and waiting. Let me see who comes. And right at midnight, he saw Narottama doing such a task that he was shocked. In his mind, he felt this is a filthy task. But Narottama was doing with such devotion that he immediately fell at when Narottam Das Thakur saw Lokanath Goswami there. Narottam was shocked and he fell at Lokanath's lotus feet and began to cry and almost begging forgiveness for doing this service for him. And when Lokanath saw Narottam Das Thakur's humility, his determination and pain, his resolve softened, and Lokanath Goswami gave him initiation. Lokanath Goswami was again and again telling, I am not qualified to initiate. I have no qualification. I have no disciples. Why don't you go to Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami? They are the big guns. They are the ones who can give you initiation. And Narottam Das Thakur pleased him with this outstanding example to the world of how one should behave in the service of one's spiritual master. Narottam Das Thakur, he was not proud that, you know what, Mahaprabhu, he personally stored the Krishna Prema in Padmavati river for me. You know that? He wasn't like eager to tell everyone. He was very humble, especially in front of the spiritual master. And then after taking Diksha from Srila Lokanath Goswami, he was put under the Shiksha care of Srila Jiva Goswami. And by the instructions of his Guru Maharaj and the Goswamis of Vrindavan, Narottam Das Thakur then came back to Gaura Desh from Vrindavan and started preaching extensively in Bengal. This is how we understand that there is a collaboration between the Diksha Guru and the Shiksha Guru. And the Shiksha Guru, his or her role is to guide the disciple in the instruction of the Diksha Guru. Not that Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru are not in sync at all. And so here, Diksha Guru of Narottam Das Thakur was Srila Lokanath Goswami, but Shiksha Guru is Srila Jiva Goswami. So in the parampara, if you see, in the parampara that Srila Prabhupada has written, it's the Shiksha parampara. And Narottam Das Thakur's Guru is considered to be Srila Jiva Goswami, but his Diksha Guru is Srila Lokanath Goswami.
So when Srila Narottam Das Thakur was preaching in Gauda Desh is Bengal because it is the Desh means place and Gaura means Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu's place is called as Gauda Desh. So when Narottam Das Thakur came back and he was preaching, one time in a village called Gopalpur, a very, very mysterious pastime took place. There was a Brahmin there named Vipradas. And everyone in that village of Gopalpur knew that this Brahmin had a very, very poisonous snake. And there was so much that he did to get rid of that snake, but no one could take that snake away. And that snake was very securely, stored away in a place where they would store grain. In the olden days, there would be a place, like a grain storage bin kind. And near that, just as you see in the picture, there would be this very, very poisonous snake. So one time, Srila Narottam Das Thakur visited Vipradas' home. And as soon as Narottam Das Thakur came, Vipradas told him about this problem. Narottam Das Thakur went there and that snake just vanished. He just was gone. And as soon as the snake vanished from this place, a very, very beautiful deity of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu and his eternal consort Vishnupriya Devi, they appeared. And how did they appear? it was as if they jumped out, the deities kind of jumped out of the grain bin and climbed into the arms of Srila Narottam Das Thakur. And this happened in plain view of everyone to see. Can we imagine that deities jumping out into somebody's arms? This is the glory of Srila Narottam Das Thakur, that he was so attached to Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and that snake was actually safeguarding the deities of Sri Gauranga and Sri Vishnu Priya Devi. And, you know, Narottam Das Thakur started worshipping them. And even till today, they are in the village near Kheturi Gram, which is the village of Srinivas Acharya and Narottam Das Thakur.
And we can see how Gauranga Mahaprabhu also loves Sri Narottam so much in this pastime. In Krishna Leela, Sri Narottam Das Thakur, he serves Srimati Radhika as Champaka Manjiri. So there were these three friends, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Srinivas Acharya, and Sri Shyamananda Pandit, who had different Diksha Gurus, but they had one Shiksha Guru, Srila Jiva Goswami. And one such disciple that we will discuss about is Srila Srinivas Acharya. When Mahaprabhu, he took sannyas in Katwa, Gangadhar, there was a simple Brahmin called Gangadhar, who was overcome with grief. We can see all these different devotees who are seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking sannyas. They started crying, and amongst them there was one Brahmana named Gangadhar, and he was also overcome with grief, and he began to cry constantly while calling out the names, Ha Chaitanya, Ha Chaitanya. When other devotees, they saw him intoxicated in divine love for Mahaprabhu, they nicknamed him Chaitanya Das, because he always keeps chanting Chaitanya, Chaitanya. And this name stuck with him for the rest of his life. Chaitanya Das, he had no desire for the things of this world. But one day, he suddenly felt a strong wish to have a son. And he told this to his wife, Lakshmi Priya. So Gangadhar's wife, Chaitanya Das's wife, she responded by telling him, well, if you want to have a son, let's immediately first go to Jagannath Puri to ask Mahaprabhu for his blessings. So when they arrived at Puri, Chaitanya Das and his wife paid obeisances to Mahaprabhu, but before they could speak, the Lord himself said, understanding their desire, he said, Jagannath Dev will surely fulfill your desires. And the other devotees, they were curious what desire Mahaprabhu is talking about. And they asked Mahaprabhu's servant, Govinda, what is this desire that Mahaprabhu is talking about regarding Chaitanya Das and his wife? But before Govinda could ask anything, Govinda said, let me go and ask Mahaprabhu. So before Govinda could ask, Mahaprabhu called Govinda and gave him the answer. I know what you're curious about. Chaitanya Das desires to have a son, and his wife will give birth to a jewel of a son who will be named Srinivas. He will be the manifest form of my love and will be non-different from me. He will increase everyone's enthusiasm for devotion. Through Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and other Goswamis, I will bring scriptures into the world. And then, through Srinivas Acharya, I shall distribute them. So once Gadadhar Das or Chaitanya Das and his wife received Mahaprabhu's blessing, they returned to his home, and when the auspicious moment came, a beautiful, illustrious son was born to them. Chaitanya Das immediately went back to Jagannath Puri and offered the child to Mahaprabhu. He's yours. And so he was named as Srinivas. Later he became an Acharya. Srinivas Acharya was very devoted to his parents. He was fortunate to hear both Mahaprabhu's divine glories as well as Radha Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes from his father, who was addicted to the holy names of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And Srinivas's mother trained him in kirtan. After a few years, Srinivas Acharya came to know that Sriman Gauranga Mahaprabhu would be soon wrapping up his pastime in Jagannath Puri. And so Srinivas hurriedly went to Jagannath Puri. When he reached Puri, he found the devastating news that Mahaprabhu had performed his disappearance Leela. Hearing this, Srinivas fainted. The Lord's devotees in Puri, especially Sri Gadadhar Pandit, then spent precious time with Srinivas Acharya while in Puri. And then he stayed in Puri for some time, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from Gadadhar Pandit. And then after returning to Bengal, for some time he took permission from his mother and proceeded to Sri Vrindavan Dham. There he heard that Rup and Sanatan and Raghunath Bhatta Goswami are there. They're writing glorious texts, glorious books. He said, if I could not personally have darshan of Mahaprabhu, at least I can have darshan of his direct disciples. When he reached Vrindavan, Rupa, Sanatan, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, they had disappeared from this world. And in those days, we did not have any mobile devices, no airplanes, no trains even. Everything had to be done walking. And by the time someone would walk and reach there, first time Mahaprabhu disappeared, and this time Rupa, Sanatan, and Raghunath Bhatta Goswami disappeared. But Raghunath Das, three other Goswamis, Raghunath Das Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Jiva Goswami, were still in their manifested pastimes. So Srinivas Acharya met all three of them and received their blessings. He received initiation from Gopal Bhatta Goswami as Diksha Guru, but as Shiksha Guru, he again was sent to study under Srila Jiva Goswami.
Haribo. And in Krishna Leela, Srinivas serves Srimati Radhika as Mani Manjari. Jai Mani Manjari ki Jai. So the next Acharya that we will be speaking about today is Sri Shyamananda Pandit. Shyamananda Pandit was actually named as Dukhi because Shyamananda's parents, they had actually lost several of their children at childbirth, and they vowed that if their next child actually lives, then they would offer that child to Lord Vishnu. So when their next child was born, they decided that yes, if our child wants to go and do Vishnu Bhajan, we are going to facilitate that. And they actually named the child Dukhi because they said that, we have, after so much, misery, Dukhi means sad. So after so much of sadness of losing so many children, now we don't want to lose this child. So let us name him something opposite so that, evil eye will not be cast. No one will cast an evil eye. So therefore they named him opposite. They called him Dukhi. So that all, evilness will be warded away for further distress. So Shyamananda Pandit.
If death comes, they will tell, he's anyways Dukhi. Why are you troubling him?
So anyways, Shyamananda Pandit, he took initiation from Hriday Chaitanya Prabhu, who is the disciple of Gauridas Pandit in Kalna, Ambika Kalna, in near Navadvip. And his Guru Maharaj gave him the name Dukhi Krishnadas. He told his story that, so his Guru Maharaj said, okay, I will not change the Dukhi in your name, but I'll add Krishnadas to you. So Shyamananda Dukhi became Dukhi Krishnadas. So by the instruction of his Guru Maharaj, Dukhi Krishnadas then traveled to Vrajadham, and he took shelter at the lotus feet of Srila Jiva Goswami there. And Jiva Goswami again began teaching him so many scriptures and the bhakti philosophy. And Jiva Goswami, in fact, had given a very specific service to Dukhi Krishnadas.
For sweeping the streets of Brajabhumi, especially in the holy place called Nidhuvan. And for long durations, every day, this great scholar, Dukhi Krishnadas, he would spend very humbly sweeping the streets of Braja with a broom in his hand. He would get completely covered with the dust of Sri Vrindavan. He did this for many, many years. One day, as he was sweeping the Nidhuvan forest, he found a beautiful, valuable, precious, bejeweled anklet. And shortly after, a beautiful girl came there and asked him, "Did you find an anklet?" And Dukhi Krishnadas said, yes, it has been lying here on the ground." So the girl said, "It belongs to my sister. Please give it to me." So Dukhi Krishnadas could understand by his spiritual insight. This little girl was Lalita Sakhi. And the sister that she was talking about was none other than Srimati Radharani. So Dukhi Krishnadas said, "I will return it to your sister directly. I will not give it to anyone else." So Lalita Sakhi went away and she came back after a few minutes with Srimati Radharani. And when Dukhi Krishnadas saw the beautiful form of Srimati Radharani, he was completely in ecstasy. He returned with trembling hands, returned the anklet to her. He bowed down at her lotus feet and he surrendered his life to his Swaminiji. Srimati Radharani was very pleased and she took the anklet and pressed it on against his forehead. And Kishoriji said, "You have my favorite anklet." The name of this anklet is Manju Ghosha. "You have returned my favorite anklet, Manju Ghosha, back to me. I'm very pleased with you." Hearing these words, Shravananda started weeping and with tears in his eyes, said in a choked voice to Srimati Radharani, "Please let me serve your lotus feet only." And Sri Radhe said, "You are my eternal companion. Why you have been sent to this material world for a specific purpose. And after your mission of liberating the conditioned soul is completed, you will be called back to serve me. I'm feeling separation from you. It's causing me distress. So I'll give you this deity, which is very dear to me. Serve this deity with extreme devotion and love, and the desires of all human beings will be fulfilled by serving and seeing this most beautiful and unique deity of Sri Shyama-Sundar." And then saying this, Srimati Radharani then manifested the most beautiful and unique deity of Sri Shyama-Sundar from her heart and gave it to Krishnadas. This is the deity of Sri Shyama-Sundar who was personally manifested from Srimati Radharani's heart, Sri Thakurani ji's heart.
Jai 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 Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Dev Bhagwan ki Jai. And after this happened, Srimati Radharani personally revealed all of this to Srila Jiva Goswami about this entire incident that happened in the forest. And Jiva Goswami was so pleased to hear that how his Shiksha disciple received so much mercy from Sri Radhika. So this deity of Shyam Sundarji became the life of the Brajavasis and the Goswamis. In fact, Srila Jiva Goswami himself assisted in the installation of this deity, and Krishnadas worshipped this deity with great love and care and lots of devotion, because Sriji said to Dukhi Krishnadas that anyone who sees this deity, anyone who takes darshan of Shyam Sundar, all their desires will be fulfilled. So let us pray to this beautiful deity of Sri Shyam Sundar, who manifested from the Hriday, from the heart of Srimati Radharani, that please, oh please, fulfill all our desires to serve Srimati Radharani, Sri Krishna, their representatives who are our Guru Vargas, and all of the Vaishnavas, and please them. So, Shyamananda Pandit, in Krishna Leela, he served Srimati Radharani in the form of Kanaka Manjari. So, because of the service of Dukhi Krishna Das, such a lowly service he was doing, apparently, he was just doing the service of brooming the streets of Vraja. But because of this, very insignificant service, so-called insignificant service, but because he was doing it with so much of love and devotion, that is why Srimati Radharani gave so much mercy to Shyamananda. And it is said that, we see that although Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas, and Dukhi Krishna Das had come to Vrindavan at separate times, and they were actually initiated by separate gurus, they all accepted Srila Jiva Goswami as their Shiksha Guru, and they studied under him.
And these three young devotees, they were his best students, and they were widely known as inseparable friends. They were the second generation of the Acharyas. After the six Goswamis, these were the next generation of devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, leading the other devotees. And then the day came of their graduation ceremony. And in a large assembly of Vaishnavas in Vrindavan, Sri Jiva Goswami called forth Narottam Das. And he told him, from this day forward, you will be known as Narottam Das Thakur Mahashai. And then he called Srinivas Das. You will be known as Srinivas Acharya. And finally he called upon Dukhi Krishna Das. Sri Jiva said, because you have brought so much pleasure, Ananda, to Srimati Radharani, who is also known as Shyama, and because you always rejoice in the loving service of our Swamini Ji, Kishori Ji, from now on, you will be called as Shyama Ananda Pandit. Shyamananda Pandit.
Ki Jai.
Jai. And then the three Acharyas, Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, and Shyamananda Pandit, they were given their life's mission by Srila Jiva Goswami, which was return to Gauradesh, Bengal, with the books of the Goswamis, distribute books and preach under the leadership of Janava Mata, the beloved wife of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. She was the head of all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Janava Mata. And in those days, this particular instruction, just think about it. This instruction was distribute books, which means in those days there was no printing press. There was only one copy of the Goswami's books, which they kept in a trunk. And if they had to distribute, they could not distribute the original copy. They had to arrange for it to be copied verbatim. And then that would take months for someone to copy. Then you would get one more copy, and that would be distributed. Then there would be another copy to be made. And so they had this whole mission to not only just distribute, but first make copies of these books, and then they can distribute. So Sri Janava Mata, wife of Lord Nityananda, she was preaching powerfully in Bengal, and she actually arranged for these three personalities to study under the able guidance of Srila Jiva Goswami initially. And when Jiva Goswami informed her, now they are ready. This mission was spoken by Srila Jiva Goswami under the direct instruction of Sri Janava Mata, the beloved wife of Sri Nityananda Prabhu.
So Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur and Shamananda, they actually did not want to leave Vrindavan. Who wants to leave Vrindavan? They did not want to leave, but they understood the importance of their mission. So Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya and Shamananda Pandit thus became the famous trio of the second generation of the Vaishnava Acharyas after the six Goswamis and the first book distributors of our Sampradaya. And under the able guidance and the leadership of Sri Janava Thakurani, who is known as the mother of the Sankirtan mission of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, as we see her here, so beautiful, Janava Mata. They actually planted these three of them, these three trio, they planted the victory flag of Vaishnavism in Bengal and in Orissa. And they just bestowed devotion to Krishna to everybody in these wonderful lands. Jai Shri Janava Mata Ki Jai.
The next Acharya in Sri Vrindavan Dham we will talk about is Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, who came in the disciplic succession from Sri Narottam Das Thakur. And among all the Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, only Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comes close to matching Srila Rupa Goswami's profound realizations on absolute truth. During his stay in Vrindavan, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he worshipped the deities of Sri Sri Radha Gokulananda, as we can see on the screen here. They were at this Govardhan Shila and Sri Giridhari Ji, both of them. And this Giridhari Ji, Govardhan Shila, was first worshipped by Lord Chaitanya, and then yesterday we heard how he gifted them after 3 months to Raghunath Das Goswami, and now it was worshipped by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He wrote over 40 Sanskrit books on the science of pure devotion to Sri Sri Radha Giridhari. Madhurya Kadambini is one of the most famous books. And in fact, his commentaries on Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada took his commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur as to create his purports, put it in the modern context, in the purports of Bhagavad Gita as it is. In fact, Srila Prabhupada said that there is a verse in Bhagavad Gita that Ekeha Kurunandana, Vyavasayatmika Buddhir, Ekeha Kurunandana. And this verse means that one who has one-pointed intelligence, he is not distracted by anything else. In the commentary to this verse by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Prabhupada says he read that Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said this one-pointed determination that that Krishna is talking about in Bhagavad Gita is actually, it means that one should have no other purpose other than serving Guru and Krishna. Guru and Krishna's service is the life's only purpose, that one-pointed determination. And when Srila Prabhupada read this from the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, that gave him the resolve. Finally, that was the straw that finally broke the camel's back for Srila Prabhupada, where he was inspired to then start coming to the West. Because that was what Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur had given the instruction to Srila Prabhupada. And this commentary by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur made him take it seriously and saying, if I have to die, I will die in the battlefield, executing the orders of my spiritual master. Because Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Ekeha Kurunandana. So this is the relationship of how Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentaries inspired our very own Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Jai Jai, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki Jai. And in Krishna Leela, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur serves Srimati Radharani as Vinod Manjari. So
Today we will be now concluding our session with discussing about our current Acharya. If we do not discuss about him and his contributions, then Vrindavan, as we know today, is not available for us, and that is none other than our beloved Srila Prabhupada. So Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, during the last year of his manifested Leela in Sri Jagannath Puri, it is said that Mahaprabhu would sit in Gambhira in Puri and he would discuss nights together. He would discuss about, the confidential pastimes of Shri Radha and Krishna, and with Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy. And he would actually just faint in ecstasy, and very, very, very esoteric subject matters were discussed. And on one very special occasion such as this, Sri GauraHari, who is known as the Sankirtana Kapitaro, which means the founder of the Sankirtan movement, Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, I have spread the holy names everywhere. I started in Navadvip, I came to Jagannath Puri, then I went all over India. I spread the holy names, but what about outside of Bharatavarsha? What is going to happen outside of Bharatavarsha? And then Srila Lochan Das Thakur, he actually explains what Mahaprabhu was discussing in this context. Srila Lochan Das Thakur speaks in his Chaitanya Mangala, in the Sutra Khanda, he says,
Jadi papi chhari dharma jure deshe jai, mora senapati bhakta jai beta thai. If such sinful people escape and giving up religious principles go to far-off countries, then my Senapati Bhakta, my military commander, will come at that time to give them Krishna consciousness. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself predicted that his own commander-in-chief, who is none other than our very own dearest Srila Prabhupada, will come and fulfill Mahaprabhu's desire of spreading the holy names of Krishna in every town and village of the world.
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So when Srila Prabhupada actually first arrived in Vrindavan, it is said that Srila Prabhupada stayed at the Vamsi Gopal temple, and then Srila Prabhupada actually moved to the Radha Damodar temple, because we know that Srila Prabhupada had received instructions from his spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And in their first meeting, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta gave him two instructions: preach in the English language all across India and translate the books into English language. So this was the two instructions Srila Prabhupada received. And taking it as his life and soul, he actually took initiation 11 years later from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And then later on in Vrindavan, on the banks of Radhakund, again when he met his spiritual master repeated the same instructions to Srila Prabhupada. And thus, taking it seriously, Srila Prabhupada then came to Radha Damodar, taking Vanaprastha ashram. He gave up his family and he came here to Radha Damodar, thinking that, here at this place, it is the center of the universe, it is the center of the creation, that I am preparing myself for this great preaching mission that my Guru Maharaj gave me. What else other better place than the Samadhi place of Srila Rupa Goswami? He is here at the Radha Damodar temple, and Jiva Goswami is here. So many Acharyas are here, so taking their blessings, I will be able to empower myself. So by residing here, he actually requested, a room in Radha Damodar temple, and the pujaris, they gave him two rooms. One was this room, which was his living quarters, and the other was this kitchen that Srila Prabhupada would cook his prasadam. And from the kitchen, he would be able, if you can see here in this picture, he would be able to see the Samadhi Mandir of Srila Rupa Goswami. So here, Srila Prabhupada actually, when he, came back, becoming victorious in his mission, he actually gave a lot of seminars here on the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, sitting right in front of the Bhajan Kutir Samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami. And Srila Prabhupada was here at Radha Damodar from the years 1959 to 1965. And Srila Prabhupada often mentioned that he could feel the presence of Rupa Goswami. And in fact, Srila Prabhupada shared with everyone a dream that he once had of Srila Rupa Goswami.
In fact, Srila Prabhupada recalls that at night, many times, he said, I would sit in front of Rupa Goswami's Samadhi and chant Harinam Sankirtan and burn an incense stick. And I would pray to Rupa Goswami every day that if you are the truth, and if this place is the truth, then please show me your face and show me your grace so I can feel your grace. I feel that Rupa Goswami's immortal grace is flowing. But I'm feeling that Srila Rupa Goswami is here and he's hearing everything. And then Srila Prabhupada says, Rupa Goswami told me in a dream that great work will be done by you.
Haribo.
He also said you should always chant Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and I'll be right behind you. And then Srila Prabhupada also said that he resides eternally at this temple of Sri Sri Radha Damodar.
Yeah, and there was one Babaji who actually was a young boy when Srila Prabhupada was staying there. His name was Hridayananda Das Babaji. And he used to actually be able to see the room of Srila Prabhupada from his rooftop, which was next door to the temple. And he was a little boy and he would recollect that this old man, Bhaktivedanta Swami would sweep in front of Rupa Goswami's Samadhi and he would keep crying and begging Srila Rupa Goswami for his mercy. This is how Srila Prabhupada actually then, as Prabhu was explaining about the resolute determination that he fixed in his mind and that he, met Srimati Morarji in Mumbai. She gave him this pass, a free pass to travel on one of her cargo ships on the Jaladuta. And Srila Prabhupada, when he was on the Jaladuta, he suffered 2 heart attacks. And he thought that if a third would come, he would surely not be able to survive. And that night, Srila Prabhupada, he had this dream. That in his dream, he saw
all the avatars, the 10 avatars of Krishna, that they are rowing the boat as Srila Prabhupada, as these storms are going, and they are calming the storms, navigating these storms.
Lord Nrsimhadev is protecting the Jaladuta, and Krishna himself is protecting Srila Prabhupada.
So we could see that the 3 Acharyas, they didn't want to leave Vrindavan, but they understood the higher mission, and they left Vrindavan to distribute books. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada, he said, I was very happy staying in Vrindavan. I could have continued my bhajan and left this body in Vrindavan, Sri Vrindavan Dham. But he understood the mission of his spiritual master. And his spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, had told him near Radha Kund, if you get money, print books.
Haribo.
This was the same instruction coming through the parampara from Sri Janava Mata to Srila Jiva Goswami to Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, and Shyamananda Pandit to distribute the books. Now that there are printing press, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he inspired Srila Prabhupada to take advantage of the printing press and print as many books as possible and then distribute those books.
Srila Prabhupada then successfully, at the age of 69, when people take retirement, Srila Prabhupada took on this life mission. And he, by the mercy of Krishna, he finally reached the Boston Harbor in the United States of America. And Srila Prabhupada, when he came to the docks, he didn't even know from there that where he has to go, left or right. There was no one to stand and receive him but Srila Prabhupada. He went straight from Boston. He stayed in Boston for some time. at the home of Sali Agarwal, Gopal and Sali Agarwal, and then he went to New York. Srila Prabhupada said that if this Krishna consciousness has to come, then it has to come to the most important city in the entire world, which is New York. And Srila Prabhupada came and he started preaching vigorously, and he would come to this Tompkins Square Park, just a small little park, and he would come and chant, and the people around would just come, and then Srila Prabhupada started this storefront. Such a humble beginning, so much difficulty Srila Prabhupada went through. But he started, and slowly, Srila Prabhupada writes that, Krishna started sending sincere devotees, sincere followers came. And Srila Prabhupada started accepting them as his disciples. Can we imagine an old man just coming to a foreign country and making, foreigners who are completely not at all aware even of the name Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada made them into pure devotees. This is the glory of the Vaikuntha man, the Senapati Bhakta, Srila Prabhupada. This is the empowerment of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. That this is, everywhere Srila Prabhupada, for these 11 years that Srila Prabhupada was in this planet, Srila Prabhupada circled the globe 13 times. And he established 108 centers all over the world. He wrote commentaries on the Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and so many multitudes of small books. Srila Prabhupada even went to Russia to give Krishna consciousness there. He established Gurukul so that children will also be educated. Like this, Srila Prabhupada established farm communities, and what Mahaprabhu had predicted. Prithivite ache jato nagaradi gram, Sarvatra prachar hoive mor naam. This is Mahaprabhu's prediction, thus fulfilled by our very own dearest Srila Prabhupada. And his dear disciples are carrying the mission forward of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu.
So the theme of this year's Kartik sessions is Gaudiya Vaishnavas revealed Sri Vrajadham. And in our subsequent sessions, we will see how Lord Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu is laying the foundation for this, how Sri Radhe revealed herself for the principal deities of Vraja. All of this and much more will be discussed in the coming sessions. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
So today, in honor that we actually... 5 minutes, okay. We know it's very late, but if it's okay for everyone to sing for 5 minutes, we thought that we would sing Sri Radha Krishna Geeti, which is glorifying all the deities of the Acharyas whom we heard about. So this is what the song is, and it's a very simple song but very melodious. So we are glorifying the deities as well as the devotees who worshipped them. Krishna. So first we'll just see the quiz questions for today. So here are the quiz questions for today.
First, who was Srila Narottam Das Thakur in Nitya Leela?
Name the river where Mahaprabhu placed love of Godhead for Narottam Das.
Third, who is the Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru of Srila Narottam Das Thakur?
Fourth, name the parents of Srinivas Acharya.
Fifth, who is the Diksha Guru of Srinivas Acharya?
Sixth, name what is the birth name of Shamananda Pandit.
Seventh, what was the specific service given by Srila Jiva Goswami to Shamananda Pandit?
Where was Dukhi Krishnadas found? Where did Dukhi Krishnadas find Sri Radhe's anklet? And what is the name of the anklet?
Ninth, name the deity given to Shamananda Pandit by Radharani, and where did this deity manifest?
Name the deity worshipped by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur.
11th, what was the two main instruction given by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur to Srila Prabhupada?
12th, how many times did Srila Prabhupada circle the globe? Thank you very much, Hari Prasad Prabhu, for the fantastic quiz questions.
So now let's open the lines for questions and comments and discussion.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
As usual, beautiful, beautiful session. It's like mesmerizing. You know, I mean, when you hear deities jump out into the, in the hands of devotees, that is so amazing. And also amazing is how Srila Prabhupada, he went and he sacrificed his life. He went alone to, the America and Boston with the heart attacks on the ship. And just sitting in the Thompson Park, he was just chanting with nothing in his hand. No devotees, no mridanga, nothing, just kartan. It's really amazing. So I think he was also, blessed by Krishna as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Like you said, his soldier, his commander will go and spread the mercy of the Lord. So was he also a Manjari or something, Mataji?
Till, in the Gaura Ganodesh Deepika, the last Manjari that is mentioned is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And about Srila Prabhupada, it is still a mystery that who Srila Prabhupada is. But
if we serve Srila Prabhupada
he will
faithfully, maybe someone may be revealed who he is.
It is really amazing. It is something, I mean, not one man, any one man can do a thing like that, It is really, really amazing. And thanks to Prabhupada, we are all here, we are all chanting, we are all become Krishna consciousness. So, we can never forget Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Nice.
Hare Krishna.
Always lecture is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
All your blessings. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
And also thanks for giving darshan of Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Girdhari, Govardhan Girdhari, so many deities. It is really amazing. Even though we cannot go in person, but you are giving us darshan. So thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna again.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. You both are looking gorgeous, Prabhuji and Mataji, in this dress. Nice. Sri Deity. I'm sorry, first of all. And the last question before, right? I wrote Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati father's name. I was hurry writing. I'm extremely sorry, but you corrected
No,
and then you gave the proper question. Extremely sorry, Mataji Prabhuji. I'm extremely
no, no.
sorry. And wonderful narration, as everyone knows, that wonderful lecture today, and we able to hear from three acharyas, our primary acharyas, opposed six Goswamis. Because of them, we are getting that as it is instructions, as it is book as well, which we received from them. And you beautifully explained, Prabhuji, like why Srila Prabhupada was get impressed from Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentaries of Srimad Bhagavatam, right? And then he wrote many
Bhagavad,
books for us. Sorry, Bhagavad Gita. Okay, okay. Sorry. So that is very wonderful. Thus we come to know how Prabhupada was impressed, and then he followed his commentaries and given the book. So that is very wonderful. And whenever I hear Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj lecture, right, he often, out of these three acharyas, he often quotes Srinivas Acharya. All the miseries he faced, the separation from Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and then Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. So almost he lost his faith also, whether I meet, I'll get the Krishna Prema or not, sometimes in between. So I felt that one. So now you gave again for me, because the 4 or 5 lectures I heard from Guru Maharaj. In all the 4 or 5 lectures, he was quoting about Srinivasa Acharya. I'm sorry for the background noise, Mataji Prabhuji. So in my home, they're doing it. I'm sorry for that. And then what can I say? Prabhupada, as Krishna Charan Prabhu said, right? It is not easy because of Prabhupada. I'm here because I will be in the wrong direction, in the wrong way. My mind will go in the wrong wrong set. Everything will be go wrong. So he helped through all of my Siksha Guru, including you both, giving me the what can I say, what need for the soul. So because we can feed to the body whatever we want, but to feed the soul, we need to chant a Hare Krishna mantra and serve him. That you both informed today to us through Srila Prabhupada. That nectar is very wonderful, just giving to us. So thank you for both of you. And wonderful bhajan as well, calling out all the names. And one thing I want to say, like you when you talk about Shamananda Pandit, right? So manifested, right? Deity manifest, right? So we went there, and seriously in the night time we seen that it was so beautiful. We are not able to see back. We all the devotees, and with the pile she made that one, right, Prabhuji, Tilak, Shamananda Pandit, right? And that Pujari Mataji was explaining all the stories. So it is very wonderful overall. May I ask one question, Prabhuji, if you don't mind, if you have a time? Yeah. So, Prabhu, what happened, right? It might be even material question, well, mundane question only. So here in Tamil Nadu, right? So what they will say, right? Because Lord Krishna killed Naragasur, Baumasura, that's why we were celebrating Diwali. But we from understood like Damodar pastimes itself, right? Damodar, the festival started on, during Diwali festival only the Damodar pastimes happen. So how to understand this, Prabhuji? Like, because when Krishna childhood times only Damodar pastimes happen, right? So that they called out a Diwali, right? So how to
yes.
understand this connection? Yeah, how to understand this connection?
Um,
Every year,
but
Krishna was
every year, and Lord Ramachandra's time, Diwali has been celebrated,
Oh,
and
is
so
it?
Krishna came,
Okay.
Lord Ramachandra. So
Okay.
Diwali has celebrated since then, and this actually happened on the day of the Diwali. This particular pastime also happened, and so devotees of Krishna, they celebrate Diwali for this pastime, and also for Lord Ramachandra's coming.
and
Okay.
Krishna did kill, Narakasura also on this Diwali day when Krishna grew up. Like even Srimati Radharani, she has also bound Krishna against a tree. That also happened on Diwali day. So every year that Krishna was growing up, he did something or the other on the day of Diwali.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, Mataji. Thank you. That answers my question. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. Anyone else?
If not, we can take your leave today and then continue tomorrow.
So tomorrow will be a very special session again, that how we can see these deities that we were talking about till today. Actually, although we are saying till today, we've been saying Radha Madan Mohan or Radha Govinda Devi, actually they appear single Krishna's came. You know, all, even Shama Sundar, even Gopinath, Govinda, Madan Mohan. So how did Srimati Radharani come to each one of those deities is what we will discuss tomorrow. So we look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam vaishnavebhyo Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada
Jai.
Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams.
Thank you, Mataji, Prabhuji, for that wonderful session. It was really soul satisfying.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.